Hi Aquarius, I'm Jude. Welcome to your weekly reading. Aquarius, this is a reading for the week of the 25th of September. And as usual, we're going to start with what's been going on for you. What's the energy you've been in, and then we'll have a look at the week of the 25th. So if you do enjoy this, please like and subscribe. Thanks, Aquarius. That really, it does make a difference. So I'm really appreciate it. I'm very grateful. And I hope you've been well and things have been flowing in your favour, Aquarius. So let's have a look at what we've got. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we've got the Three of Swords was out first, followed by the Fool. So Aquarius, this feels like, the Three of Swords talks about heartache, pain in our heart, thinking. Swords are about our thinking, maybe words, communication, that's caused some heartache, some pain. But with the fact that the tips of the swords are blue indicates that there's a healing. So it's like healing the thinking that's caused the emotional pain. So it's like you're healing some old pain. Some old emotional pain is healing, and this is giving you a new energy, a new beginning. The Fool says, I'm ready to move on. So it's these two cards are saying, Aquarius, you're moving on from some old painful energy. You're healing your heart. Okay, so the week of the 25th, what have we got? We've got the Empress. The Ace of Swords, yeah. Page of Wands. The Death card. Ace of Wands. Wow. Ooh. Nine of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Gee, Aquarius, wow. Okay, so healing this old painful thinking looks like it's been very positive, because the Empress, this can represent mother energy or you in mother energy, so you might be dealing with a mum issue. But the Empress talks about how we look after ourselves too. So there's a sense here of self-care and nurturing yourself. It's a very abundant, beautiful energy, but there is a strong feeling here of self-care. And the Ace of Swords says this is a new way of thinking about things too. New clarity, you've got the Fool and two Aces here, which are all about new beginnings. So there's a new way of it feels like a new way of doing things, I want to say, because the Page of Wands is a new energy as well. It's news of something coming in, maybe even something like work, maybe a new job offer, because you've also got the Ace of Wands sitting here, Aquarius, which is very similar to the Page of Wands. There's news of something here, and it feels like a new energy. There's enthusiasm around this, something that has you quite fired up, and it begins a shift or a change. So the Death card talks about how we go through the transitions in our life, and when we know we've got to leave the old behind and move into the new, which also is very much what these two initial cards were talking about, leaving the old thinking behind and moving into a new way of thinking that feels much more abundant and inspiring and about looking after yourself, Aquarius, because you've also then got the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So you may have an earth sign person around you that you're dealing with, which would be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But there's a strong sense here of financial abundance, which the Empress would back up to. And it's how you're managing the finances, looking at the practical energies of something here. Is there the financial aspect that you would like? It feels like you might be talking with a bank manager or an accountant, someone like that with that qualification about how you navigate the finances of this. So what's the challenge? And the challenge is the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords talks about giving yourself the time and the space, like a mental pause to let yourself process something, giving yourself time to recover and heal, giving yourself a rest. And this is what's saying is the challenge here, because it's almost like, so that the cards would suggest that's where the challenge sits for you, in giving yourself the time out to rest. So what will help you? What helps Aquarius? We've got the Lovers. Queen of Swords, which could be you, Aquarius, because swords represent the air signs in the tarot, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Ace of Cups. Oh, is that 3 aces? Hang on. Yes, 3 aces are on the table, and the Fool. Aces are all about new beginnings, as is the Fool. So it does feel like that. Anything else? Yeah, 4 of Cups. And underneath Aquarius, you've turned up in your own reading because the Star card represents Aquarius in the tarot. I'm just laughing because I think just about every song, well, in the readings I've been doing today for the YouTube, I think just about every sign has had their own card turn up in their own energy for their own reading, which is just means there's a feeling of alignment here. So the Lovers says there's a choice you need to make, and it's one you need to make with a very clear head, and which is why, we asked what will help give you that 4 of Swords. Get the information. Be really clear with yourself, truthful with yourself. I know you would, Aquarius. I'm not suggesting you're not. It's just that's the feeling here. This choice needs to be made in a very open, honest kind of way, I feel. And, it's about taking what's offered to bring you emotional joy. The 4 of Cups is sitting here not wanting to accept this Ace of Cups that's being offered. And Aquarius, you have free will, so you decide whether you want to take it or not. The Lovers is the card of free will. So you're being reminded of this. It's your choice whether you accept it or not. All the cards would perhaps suggest is maybe have a look at it. Because I feel like it's almost like something that got offered to you once before. And, that little character's not taking the cup. But there's a sense with these cards of maybe it's worth having a look at it. You obviously will decide whether you want to take it or not. But that's what I can see in these cards. All right. So what have we got as the message from Spirit? We've got the Sun. And the Sun card is a yes card. It's beautiful. It's positive. It's a lot of light, a lot of love. King of Pentacles repeated. Yep. Ace of Wands repeated. So you've got actually 4 aces on the table because there's a different deck now. But the 4 of Pentacles says, what is it that you're hanging on to? Are you ready to let go? And only you will know the answer to that, Aquarius. But the 4 of Pentacles says, sometimes we hang on to stuff and, we all have to decide if we're okay about that or whether we want to let something go. Because the 8 of Cups says there's a moving on. There's an emotional sense here of moving forward with something is what I can see in those cards. I hope you have a beautiful week, Aquarius. Bye from me, and I'll see you next week.